Tell us first of all about the tone of this message said to be from the Supreme Leader, because of course we still haven't seen him, have we?
No, that's very correct. So again, it's a written statement, and it's really important to understand that there is still no video and no audio of him. And that fuels the speculation about his health condition and whether he is really at the helm of the matters and is effectively running the country. Regardless, his message was a message of defiance. So he still, again, said that, mentioned the Strait of Hormuz. He said that's a strategic asset for Iranians. He said, as you mentioned, he said that U.S. has suffered a humiliating and shameful defeat. And he has also mentioned that this is a new chapter for the country. Like his late father, who was killed in the first day of the war, he again said that he called for American expulsion from the region, because that was his father's dream, to expel American from the Middle East and from the region. And he also said that the destiny of the neighboring countries, Iran and its neighboring countries, is in our own hands, and it should not be determined by forces that come from thousands of kilometers away, which probably Arab countries have a hard time to believe after Iran attacked all these countries with ballistic missiles and drone attacks. And he also said that the primary source of all these tensions in the region, he put the blame on the Americans.
And what do we know about this new legal framework and management of the Strait of Hormuz, as mentioned in the statement? What could that mean exactly?
So at the end, he said that, as you mentioned, he said that there's going to be a legal framework. Previously, Iranian authorities have mentioned that they want to impose some tolls or taxes on the ships that go through the Strait of Hormuz. We have to understand that Iran, for decades, nuclear program for Iranians was a leverage. However, during this war, they've realized that the Strait of Hormuz is a much better leverage, because it's a leverage that can be monetized. For a country that has been under sanctions for decades, for a country that has been economically hit because of the war, because of this recent war, they've realized that this is a great economic opportunity. So Strait of Hormuz at the moment has become this war of endurance. For Trump, the soaring oil prices and the fuel prices in the United States, for a president who is known for being impatient, enduring this is quite difficult. On the other hand, for Iranians, Strait of Hormuz, the USA has put a blockade, naval blockade on Iran, and it's still unknown whether Iran can manage to store its oil that is extracting from the underground, and how long they can endure that, and how long they can keep it, because it can sustain irreparable damage to their oil fields and their pipelines.
And just time to ask you, Parham, about the reaction from the IRGC, the Iranian Revolutionary Guard Corps, to this news from the US that they are looking at plans to carry out more strikes potentially.
Yeah. So Revolutionary Guards have said once and again and repeatedly that they have other options. And their other option, one of the things that they kept mentioning, several Iranian authorities, is that through Houthis in Yemen, they're going to block Bab el-Mandab, which is another strait in the Red Sea, and that is going to be consequential. Plus, Iranians have said that through also Houthis and themselves, they can attack oil fields, refineries in the region in Saudi Arabia, United Arab Emirates, and other countries, and that can become a war of attrition, which is very different from now.
Okay, Parham Ghobadi from BBC Persian, thank you very much.